All right, everyone. I hope you're able to catch up with me and you followed me into our second. I'm going to give it a couple of minutes. Um, just goes to show, don't try and be using fancy new things. I'm on StreamYard. It added a whole bunch of fun new media assets that you can use. So I was trying to use them and I think I screwed something up. Um, I am just going to keep playing around and I will practice a little more before I come on here. And I am just so excited to start this week off with you guys. I'm so happy so many of you showed up. We had a little bit of an issue, and, you know, I feel like maybe that's the time we're in. I feel like that was supposed to happen, although I don't know why it was supposed to happen. When you get here, please, 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 if you're here live, please share a comment so I know you can hear me. And what I wanted to share is that we are in a time. And I had just gone live and all of a sudden the audio started freaking out. And I think that's such a good example of hi, good. I'm glad you guys can hear. Thanks for following me over here. It is such a good example of what is happening in the time that we are in. And it's actually why we are here together. Okay. So, I'm going to give you guys a little background to what we're doing, but you're probably like, what's the surprise, Patty? So I'll share the high level surprise and then I'll talk a little bit about the background. We are going to do a card reading this morning. So stick around for that. You found me again. Good job, man. This is really interesting. If I forget to get back to this, to circle back around to this, please someone remind me that right before we started, like a half hour ago, I was sitting with my team and they were like, stop trying to control the process. And one of the things that they were very specific about for this week is do not try to get people to show up. Don't manage the copy. Don't be worrying about marketing it. This is a vibrational experience that we're engaging in, and whoever needs to show up will show up. They will find their way here. Do not worry about it. You are the vessel, and that is it, meaning me. So that was just, I think, a little test for me this morning. So I've got my coffee. I've got my start of the day with all of you, and that is part of this experience. So at a high level, what's going to be happening this week is every morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, which I know is ridiculously early for some of you. It's middle of the day for some of you, but it's really the start of my day. So the start of my day, I'm going to be having coffee with you every 9 o'clock this week, and we're going to pull a card for the day. So every morning, we're going to get a card reading for the day. And then at 2 p.m. Eastern, we're going to meet back here, whoever can. If not, the videos will be available for you whenever you're ready. We are going to engage an energetic experience. I want to call it a training, but it's going to be part training, part vibrational shift. All right, that's the high level. Now I'm going to give you some background. I talked about this over the weekend a little bit in my emails. And before I even dive in, let me just say a couple of things. First, probably a really good idea, especially with what just happened, is subscribe to my channel below here. Make sure you subscribe because what just happened was so fun for those of us who were there live. When I go live again, as long as you're subscribed and you turn on that little, there's like a little bell icon, it will alert you when I go live and it'll take you right to my live. So that's really important. Clearly, because I may do more than just the 9 a.m. and the 2 p.m. engagements. There may be like bursts of information that come through. I'll go live. I'm not going to announce it. That's how you'll get an alert. Someone messaged me. I see you, Clara, message me. Hey, I just want to let you know you've told us you're putting out videos on Friday, but I get them on Saturday. That's not actually true. The videos go live on my page every week, not just this week. Every week they go live on my page. But I send the emails on Saturday morning. But as long as you've got the alerts on, you'll see them first. So number one, make sure you subscribe. Number two is go back, and I'll drop the link later, but go back and watch my predictions video for November if you haven't, because they will explain a little bit about why I am doing what I am doing. Also, they'll give some other context to why I'm doing. But right now, what happened was that led me to do this is last week I had a number of experiences that were so wild, and the magic felt so real to me. And I talked about them briefly, but I'm going to go into one detail with a little more detail. So I brought my daughter back to school on Monday. And I was in a heightened emotional state because she had just voted for the first time. It was her first time coming home. She's a freshman. There was just a lot of emotion. And we're about a half hour away from school, and my low tire pressure light goes on. And every single time that's happened in this particular car, it's been a nail in the tire. But if you're at all familiar with the Connecticut interstate system, if you've ever traveled on it, but if you've traveled on it recently, people are driving like mad people. Like the energy in the air is really affecting people on the roads. So I became incredibly stressed immediately, not because a tire was in the nail, that I can handle, but it's not safe to change a tire on the side of the road anymore. In fact, I was very intense on my kids knowing how to maintain their own cars. And now I tell them, do not get out of your car, call AAA, stay on the side of the road, because it's just not safe. So I was feeling just wanting to get her to safety, right? Which ultimately she did. But my nervous system was on kind of a heightened state. Now through that exchange of that whole time frame, I just kept going back to something I've been doing a lot of lately, and I do believe it's going to come through a lot this week for each of you on how to do this for yourselves, is to transform your inner energy from one of a negative emotional state like fear, worry, anxiety to a positive state, because that's where we have our most control. So I was like, this stress I'm feeling isn't going to help us. So I was really shifting into, I wasn't able to get into a state of visualizing us being the tire being fine. What I could do, because sometimes you can't quite get to that big manifestation energy, where I could go is I know I'm protected. I know I'm safe, and I just called in the angels and kept it as a protection. I kept checking in and feeling that protection. So I drop her off, and then I'm on my way home, and I had made an appointment at home to go to our tire place and have it checked. But all of a sudden I was like, and by the way, I normally have a tire pressure gauge, and I must have given it to one of the kids when they got their car and forgot to order another one for myself, because normally I would. So I didn't have one, because I did get out to try and do that. So I was like, wait a second, I bet you at a gas station, I think when you fill the air in the tires, I think it tells you. So I pull into 2 gas stations and there's none. But I go, finally, the second one, I walk inside and I'm like, do you have a tire pressure mechanism? And they were like, no, ours isn't working. But if you go to the Citgo down the road, there's it. So I go to the Citgo and I walk in and I said, hey, and then all of a sudden I was like, what if you just asked someone to do this for you? Because honestly, I wasn't even sure I'd do it right, because it's one place that my husband just takes care of things. So I said, is there anyone that could check my air pressure for me? And he was like, yeah, of course. And he said, pull around up to the door and just honk your horn. And I can't tell you why, but all of this felt outside my comfort zone. I felt like I was being a burden. I felt like I was asking too much, but I did it. To the mechanic comes out, and he is just, like a mechanic would be, but so grounded in his skill set that he just went ahead and checked the pressure, and he was like, "Oh yeah." He said, "Your tire pressure is fine. It's the cold. That's why, I would guess it's the cold. Everything's fine on your tires." And so I said, "Thank you so much." And I got into my car and I went to go pull out. And all of a sudden, I felt just the emotion coming over me. And I pulled to the side and I just started crying. And there was so much coming through. But the thing that was the most potent of all of that was he chose to be kind. He chose to be kind. He chose to just show up, and he used his gifts in a way, and he just offered them freely. He just offered them freely. And a few experiences, to make this not go too long, a few of those experiences happened to me last week. And they really inspired me. And so I was just feeling like, how can I be this? How can I be this in the world? And I all of a sudden just got this burst of inspiration that I'm just going to show up this week. I'm going to show up and do a card reading every morning because I know people love those. And sometimes that's just enough to get your week, your day started properly. I'm going to show up Monday through Friday doing a live card reading for you. And that may just be enough surprise for you. But then I really asked my team to inspire something in me. And all of a sudden, it came together in my head. I have been working with my team to create a body of teachings and a program I can put together and offer that would help people through this shift we're going in. And if you don't understand what I'm talking about, this is one of the reasons why you want to go back and listen to the November predictions, because I go into it a bit more. Well, here's what I want you to know. We are in a very precious time. And by precious, I was going to say delicate. We are in a time of the final shift into a much higher vibrational state that's coming in 2026. You are in that place. And everything that is being shown to you in your life right now, anything that's making you feel uncomfortable, anything that's challenging the way you've done things, anything that is kind of upsetting the apple cart is there to guide you into what is awaiting for you. It is clearing away what just cannot come into 2026. And part of supporting that shift is shifting the way you interact with the world at an energetic place. It's really diving into the wisdom that's in your soul and letting go of the very magnetic pull that ego-driven engagements are having. Meaning, if you're looking at someone else and you're thinking, I should be there, that's an ego pull. If you look at social media and you then leave social media feeling angry or bad about yourself or ashamed or something around money, around love, around your own success, around your relationships, if any of that has happened, that is the magnetic pull of the lower ego energies. And it is in everyone's best interest that we come into a space where we lock in to the wisdom and the love and the understanding that's inside of us, and we operate from that place. And all the pieces haven't fallen into place, but some of them have. And then all of a sudden I realize this part that I already know is so important. Rather than offer it as a paid experience, I'm going to just offer it to anyone who's willing to take it. And if you are part of my community and you're on my list, you'll get notified it's here. But I'm really hopeful that there are people here that you're finding me for the very first time. And if you are, and you're just feeling that this is right for you, that this is true for you, just understand there's no hidden motives on my part. I am not taking you anywhere where I'm setting you up to need something bigger than the experience I'm giving you right here. On top of it, I was trying to really make it into this like day 1, day 2, day 3, they'll build on themselves. And to a certain extent, I did see how that would work. But my team said, you got to let go of control, girl. You got to let go of control and you just need to show up. So I will be showing up here at 2 p.m. Eastern every day and giving you what I will call a training, although much more, it's going to be a frequency upgrade. You are going to be working with me on something, and I'm going to do my best to keep them brief. I know we're already at 15 minutes on this one. The morning card readings from this point on will be brief. These will be gentle experiences. I mean, they may hit you in the heart center really hard from a day-to-day experience. Like one may really get you. But generally speaking, these are going to be gentle because, again, and I talked about this in the card reading for the full moon, which is coming up on Wednesday. So that's Friday's video. If you haven't watched that, that would be another good one to watch. I'll drop, once this wraps up, I'll come back and edit this video so that the links are below. But what we are meant to do is not to do the work and it be really hard. We're to allow ourselves to have a frequency upgrade by allowing the lower frequencies to be removed. So now here is the fun part. I mean, I think they're all fun, but on Thursday, 2 p.m. The Thursday live stream on at 2 p.m. on Thursday, I am going to be doing card readings, live card readings, totally gifts from me. You don't, there's no kind of payment or anything needed. So the way that you can qualify for a card reading, because I won't be able to do it for everyone, but there's 2 ways. One is you can be there live. So anyone who's on live with me will be a potential to get pulled for a card reading. The other way that you can get entered to win a card reading, so that if you're not going to be there, is to drop a comment below any of the videos that go live this week. So the 9 a.m. card reading or the 2 p.m. What we'll call training or frequency upgrades. They keep correcting me. The 2 p.m. frequency upgrades. Okay. So with that, let's get started, and we're just going to do our card pull for today. And I would just love, from those of you who are here live, does this feel exciting to you? Do you feel as excited as I do? I've got my coffee here. Like, I was so excited that I was going to start off my Monday morning with so many people. Of course, I didn't know that it was going to be such a clustery experience. And for those of you who are watching watching this after we went live, a whole bunch of amazing people showed up here right at 9 a.m. And all of a sudden my text started to go crazy. That we had to stop it, and we weren't even able to use the existing link, and then we had to go live, and these people, we have 28 people on right now, all managed to find me. Thank you. Yes, you're excited, you feel fun, it feels like fun. Good. I'm so glad, because here's the thing, we are in it together. We are in this together. This thing we are going through, we are in it together. And so if you are watching these videos, my team is a group of spirit guides who work through me to help humans go through the ascension. That's the team I'm working with right now. And my team wants you to know that if you were attracted to this, if you showed up here, if vibrationally you felt the pull here, that that's because you're part of the solution. You are part of the solution. You are part of the group of beings that are here living their lives, but also being bright, big souls that are at the forefront of the ascension, meaning there's going to be a group of us who kind of catch up with what is happening faster than everyone else so that we are a magnetic pull towards love. We are a magnetic pull towards light. Love it. Yes, you're excited. I'm so glad you've had this in your planner. I love it. I love it. Your tech has been going crazy. Also hilarious, right? Hilarious. Yes. And Lou, the token male, is in the house. Yes. I don't have lofty goals. I just want to fix the world. Yes. 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 We are going to fix the world by vibrating at the highest rate possible. Oh my God. So excited to be here and the things that happen to bring you here. Oh, I love it. I'm so refreshing. Awesome. Awesome. I know I'm here. I'm here with no makeup on. Just still in my early morning. I mean, it's not that early, but anyway, it's early for me to start the day. This is when I just start kicking into high gear. When I wake up in the morning, I spend about an hour with my team, journaling, talking, pulling cards, and then I kind of like get some other stuff going. Actually, usually I'm out for a walk by now, but I decided to do my walk after this just on the chance that something kind of went wonky. And I didn't end up getting back here for 9 o'clock, but clearly they were like, it's going to go wonky anyway. So good. Love this. It's been a while since I've been able to watch you. Oh, yes. Yes. Yes, I know. And for those of you who are from the receiving school, I got the card here. We're going to find out what it says in a minute. One of the things that people in the receiving school used to say, where this is like their favorite part of the receiving school, was every Monday I would do a card reading. So we're bringing it back, people. We're bringing the energy back. And we're here on YouTube because this is one place where I feel like we can still experience content without being manipulated. And, to me, the algorithm is very authentic. I never see, when I'm on YouTube, my own YouTube stream, I never see stuff that isn't stuff that I would be searching for. Like, you're not being fed doom and gloom unless you go searching for doom and gloom. I'm sure that's available too. But if you are searching for light, if you are searching for a frequency upgrade, if you are searching for the higher path, I believe you will see content associated with that. Okay. All right. So here we go. It's 6:30 a.m. Oh my goodness, Stephanie, thank you for being super early with us. All right, so here is our card. And this is so good because future self. Because last week I got a comment from someone that said, I heard your future self meditation is amazing. Can you drop the link below? And I didn't think we had the future self meditation out as its own experience. And I was right. We don't. It's part of the receiving school. However, I do have another meditation. I'm going to give it to you guys here, the link. But I also asked the team, please, through the course of the week, help call in future self energy. Help call in future self energy. It was one I asked for 3 things, and that was one of them. So yes, your timing was perfect. Okay, so future self. So this is telling me that this week we are going to be working with your future self, and you are meant to be working with your future self. What does that mean? Well, essentially, you're in here in this experience with whatever is happening for you. You have some good stuff going on, but you probably have some stuff that's calling your attention towards things that are lower frequency things. It might be the world at large. For us here in the United States, I know a lot of people have been feeling the hurt and compassion, some blend of that, with the idea that SNAP, which is it's supplemental support for people in low income situations that need support to buy food, that SNAP was potentially going to stop. We're not going to get into that. Beyond, I will say something in that in a moment. It might be that you're worrying about someone in your family, and it could be that there is something that is going on in your life that drags your attention, but when you pay attention to it, you're pulled down. You're pulled into worry or fear or shame. All of that is available to show you how to move out of it, move out of the lack of a solution, and move into the solution, the energy of the solution. That is what part of the frequency upgrade is. And so our future selves, and there are multiple future selves, right? Every time you make a decision, a timeline of your life goes in one direction, right? You may decide to start, we'll use a really big decision. You decide to get married or enter into a partnership, or another timeline, you don't, right? And then that creates two very different life experiences. But it happens on the minor level also, right? And so right now, there is a future self of yours that's on a timeline where the solution for the thing that's bringing your frequency down, that's bringing your energy down, is resolved, right? And so with intention, we're just going to ask that version of you. So for me, it's a she, right? But whatever the pronoun is, I'm going to ask her to guide me. So all I do is I'm just mentally, and this is one place where the mental actually really does help us, because there's going to be places where our mind doesn't help us, right? It's a little bit challenging, and we'll be working with that this week. We're just going to run a line of connection from our third eye right here to her third eye. And in your case, use your pronoun, third eye, of you're guiding me. You are guiding me. You are at a place. So I'm just right now, I'm going to pick, there is a version of me that is in next week that is so excited for what was accomplished. And they're already like, accomplished, Patty? Okay. Is so excited for what occurred this week. What occurred? Accomplish is an ego word, right? It's like goal achievement, but okay. So I am attaching to her. I'm seeing her. She is so excited. And now I'm just letting it go, right? I'm asking her to guide me this week. So that is your reading for today. But this one really applies to this week, is understand your future self. If you're showing up here, your future self, and a very high version of it, is guiding you. That's how you ended up here. All right. So, and Adelina, future self is the card I pulled for this week during my 3-month spread. I love it. I love it. Okay. All right. So now here is what you do. I am going to put up the links for the live streams for the rest of the week, but understand that it already went to Wonkadoo. So if the live stream link isn't working when you show up, please, 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 just get to the live tab on my page, and you'll see if I've gone live. And then, of course, the best thing you can do to make sure you get all the content is hit subscribe if you haven't already, and also hit the little bell icon that will alert you anytime there's new content out from me. All right. So with that, thank you. Thank you for coming and having coffee with me. Before I jump off, if anyone has any any questions for me. If anything I said wasn't clear, please let me know what that is so I can answer that. Very good. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Good. England is going completely crazy. Oh my goodness. Air travel, new granddaughter, caring for a 3-year-old. Oh my goodness. Future self, bringing in the future self. Yes. Your future self knows. Your future self knows. Okay. Love you, love you, love you. And then remember, we just get to spend the week together. We get to spend the week together at 9 a.m., at 2 p.m., or you know what? You just watch them. They're not going away. And by the way, they're not going away ever, right? Like they're not disappearing if you don't watch them in enough time. You don't have to do anything to sign up. There's no currency exchange here, right? This is just I'm showing up. I am being the vessel. I am giving what has been given to me with so much gratitude. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day, and I'll see you at 2 p.m. Eastern if you feel like it.